Now, I know you were behind a California bill that would require the mandatory labeling of ingredients on cleaning products. It was defeated, but do you think it's only a matter of time before this passes, either statewide or federally?
We set a very clear set of principles as a company, and we are committed to the long term. It's part of why we are a private company, is we are going to do what's right over the long term for consumers and for the planet. We fundamentally believe you can't live a healthy life on a sick planet. So we've got to change the way business is done. And today, too many of the leading brands in the market use synthetic chemicals, which have an impact both on people and the environment.
You mean even if they're labeled natural?
Even if, if they're labeled natural or not. See, the issue in our industry is you're not required to label your ingredients. So many mothers in particular, are quite concerned about what's under my kitchen sink, and yet those products don't have ingredients. Imagine if your food today that you bought didn't have ingredients, or your personal care products. Those both have ingredients, and yet cleaning products don't. We think that's got to change.
And some of them have very toxic things. I mean, like, did I read that correctly, that Lysol has butane and propane in it?
Oh, yeah, indeed. Propellants that frankly, pollute your air in home. Household air quality is a real issue. And most people don't realize what they're spraying into the air when they use a lot of these products. And we think there's a better way, and we think the consumer has a right to know what's in their cleaning products.
So just getting back to the bill for a second, do you think at some point this will be legislated?
Absolutely, absolutely. I have conviction that consumers will demand to know what's in their cleaning products. I believe retailers are moving that way. They're going to begin to require such, and we're working with some of the big retailers to ask them to lead forward. And ultimately, I think the states will move, and that will force the federal government's hand. So collectively, we're going to keep working this, and I think in the next several years, you'll see this become part of how we do business.